everybody. My name is Dennis Dove. I'm the owner of Dink Digital Productions. We're located in Kernersville, North Carolina. We're a special events, videography, photography, and website small business. And we've been in business for the last 10 years. I was thinking about basically how to use some of my experiences and background and those services in which I just described to spread some further messages to folks out in the world, in the community that I live in. And I was thinking about basically since COVID-19 has hit, since really the early part of 2020, it's either canceled or eliminated many events that I've had scheduled. So as an alternative, I've had to do some other things in which I haven't been able to utilize the skills of making videos and taking pictures and creating websites because, clients haven't want to do those type of services during COVID-19. So it's has created some stress, with trying to make sure that I can keep my small business alive and also keep my skills up with being able to utilize those skills with the services I provide in making videos, in taking pictures, as well as creating websites. So I was kind of sitting around and I was thinking about it yesterday, and I said, well, why not do a podcast? You've got a lot of experience, you got a lot of stories that you can share, and why don't you pick some subject matter that you think people might be interested in? So I was sitting here and I was like, all right, well, let's start tomorrow. So tomorrow is today. And I wanted to just share some information regarding COVID-19 and stress. And it's just for informational purposes that may help you in your life with your particular situation as it has helped mine. And so, when I was thinking about COVID-19, really started to pay attention to it the early part of this year. I would say February or March, when I really began to notice it, as well as many other folks in the world. And so I was, just trying to find out some specific information of how COVID-19 coupled with stress really affects people. And is there any particular things that, you could do to help you cope with that stress or eliminate that stress in your lives? As you know, COVID-19 is kind of an upper respiratory disease that started in Wuhan, China, I guess the tail end of 2019, earlier this year. Initially, when I heard about it, I was like, maybe it's something they could bring under control. It won't hit our land over in the United States. Boy, was I wrong. As you can see, it's really had a detrimental effect on so many lives, 160,000 plus lives at this time in 2020, which is August, the middle of August. And it doesn't appear that it's going to stop. We may even have a resurgence going into the later months of 2020. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a cure, and we'll be able to, get some medicine out to stop the spread and bring it under control and eliminate it. That's good thinking, and I know that we've got to go through that process. But I think, too, we have to take some accountability of what we can do as individuals, especially with our families and our friends, to make sure that we control the virus as best as we can. One thing I do is I wear my mask. And when I go out, I'm going to have my mask on. If I'm working, obviously, at work, I'm working remotely from home. I may not need it, but if I do step out of my house, if I'm running any errands, if whatever I'm doing, I'm going to wear that mask. So I would just say that, at first, to the folks that might be watching this, just take all your safety precautions with COVID-19 because, you may have it and you don't know. You could be a super spreader, or you may have had it and got over it. Or if you've got some underlying issues and catch it, it could take you out. I mean, it could take your life. And as you can see, when I was talking about 160,000 deaths in America and that number continuing to grow, it's just nothing to play with. It's very serious, life-threatening, life-taking disease. And so we've got to do whatever we can to make sure that we bring it under control, and hopefully we'll eliminate it, and we can move on with all our lives. But I just wanted to share really with this podcast, with COVID-19, and then really, it's reshaped many of the things that we do in our lives. And it's created, it's created stress, and I can't sit here and say I haven't been stressed because of COVID-19 being in the environment. I actually have been stressed in certain situations, and but you got to be strong. You got to figure out how to overcome it. So I just wanted to share a couple things with you, from my research that I think, I wanted to share, and hopefully it may help you. But, when you think about the COVID-19, the stress, obviously, having an impact on people and their jobs, having an impact on with their jobs, how much money, income they can make. If you have a family, if you have pets, if you're taking care of elderly members of your family, all of that is stressful even without COVID-19. But with COVID-19, it's even more stressful because you want to make sure, at least as an individual being responsible, that you could take care of everything that you need to take care of when it comes around your family and your work, your pets, etc. So, I always have thought about what can I do to ensure that I keep myself healthy so I can care for my family during this detrimental time where it just doesn't look like it's going to go away too soon. What can I do to hopefully reduce or eliminate stress? So these were some things that, when I was doing some research, I found that helps me. Sometimes, you just need a break. You kind of need a break from your work. You need a break from your family. Sometimes you just need, to catch some independent thoughts where you can go out and kind of relieve some stress, kind of just think through some things, and just kind of internalize it and see what's best for you as an individual to help you through whatever your particular situation is. So that's one thing, just really kind of getting some time by yourself and thinking through whatever those stresses are, and just trying to see if you can come up with a resolution that'll help you. The other thing too, on the flip side, is being able to communicate to your loved ones, specifically your family members, your spouse, significant other, friends and family, where you may not be able to see them every day face to face, but you could also, pick up the phone. You could text them, you could email them, you could talk to them, online like I'm doing now, and just, get their perspective about things that are going on in your life. And just kind of getting a different lens, putting on whatever is causing the stress during this time of COVID-19. And, there's nothing wrong with getting a different perspective and being able to take that information, along with what you've thought about independently, and hopefully that can help you make some decisions to improve your situation. Another thing, obviously, is maybe the most important, is keeping your faith. If you believe in God, if you have faith and you want to improve your situation, you got to pray. And, you need to pray every day, little prayers to longer prayers, and just ask God to uplift you and help you with your situation, and ask Him to make you a stronger and better person. The other thing too is sometimes, just getting out and about and going for a walk, putting that mask on, going for a walk, doing something athletic to reduce the stress. Those are all also some excellent things to do with activities in your life. Obviously, when you're out and about, you walk, you want to keep your social distance, and you want to make sure that you're not around a lot of people. If you have a pet, spending some time with your pets and going for a walk with your pet, and just doing, just some things that are fun, that are exciting to you, and just, gives you a positive spirit, and, just peeling away all those negative thoughts that may come, for whatever's going on in your life, and how COVID-19 may or may not be affecting that. As I was thinking about being able to share some information in a podcast, I think a lot of times, in our community, African American community, we don't talk and express and utilize the resources that all of us have, or know someone that may have. So that's one of the very important reasons why I wanted to create this this vehicle of communication to help spread this message. It may be something that you find within what I've shared that will help you with your situation as far as dealing with stress during the COVID-19. And I hope it does. I hope it's something that I've shared that you can use to help you with your particular situation. Knowing that if it does get too overwhelming, there's professional organizations that you can utilize their services, and just reaching out to those professionals in your community if you need that. And there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes family or your friends may not be able to assist you. Obviously, you're going to continue to pray if you believe in God, but God wants you to reach out and also use those resources that are out in the community to help you with your particular circumstance. If it's just overwhelming and the stress has got to the limit where you can't take anymore, because we really want you to be okay, to be healthy, and to be safe, and not to do anything that would be adversely against you, because Lord knows we don't want you to do anything to hurt yourself, or to be in a situation where it hurts other family members. So if you need those professional services, hey, look into them, and just check them out, and get that information, and don't be ashamed of it, because we have professionals that deal with helping folks with stress when it gets to a certain level where you can't help yourself, or your friends or family can't help you, and they're the professionals at it. So just ask you to look into that and look into the resources. And you can find so much information out on the intranet, and just like I said, talking with people, and being able to find out what those resources are, as well as being able to use them if it gets to that point in your life. And so I just wanted to be able to share that information with you. I think this is a cool venue to be able to share thoughts. And like I said, this is my first podcast. I really enjoyed the time with you today. Hopefully, like I said, it's something that will share, that will help you if you're going through a stressful time dealing with COVID-19. I think in the near future, I hope and pray that they're able to find a cure for it, and they're able to disseminate everything that's needed to all the different populations in the world, in the United States, our particular community and households, that helps us overcome it, and that it never comes back, and we can go back to our normal lives. With that, I'll say peace, and just wanted to share that knowledge, and just ask you if you want to check out Dink Digital Productions. Go to our website, www.dinkdigitalproductions.com, and check out this podcast. And to the next time, I'll talk to you. Peace.